Tamako and Mochizo were born in the same hospital, went to the same kindergarten and elementary school, and Saturday next to each other all the way from junior high to high school. Their families both ran mochi shops, just one street apart. Childhood friends didn't even begin to describe their bond. As kids, Mochizo often teased Tamako, calling her a mochi girl who smelled like rice cakes. Tamako would run to her mom, who always comforted her with a smile and a gentle face rub. After her mother passed away in an accident, Mochizo changed completely. He stopped teasing her and began trying to make her smile. On her birthday, he gave her a homemade cup and string phone, telling her to use it whenever she needed to talk. Their bedrooms were just a street apart, and that silly toy carried them through many nights. Tamako had poor balance, and Mochizo's phone froze off and hit her in the head. She only caught it maybe once in 100 tries, but that clumsy move slowly won Mochizo's heart. Mochizo realized he liked her and secretly watched her videos. As graduation neared, he wanted to study film at a Tokyo university, which meant leaving Tamako. She had always wanted to take over her father's mochi shop and loved the warmth of the neighborhood. Unsure, Mochizo decided to tell her using the cup phone. He made a deal with himself. If she caught it, he'd confess. She did catch it, but it was her little sister who had walked into the room. Embarrassed, he lost the courage to confess and planned to try again the next day. But Tamako didn't show up. During school cleaning day, Mochizo finally got a chance to talk to her, but her friend Midori interrupted, thinking he had shady intentions. Forced to explain, he admitted he wanted to confess. Midori looked disappointed. She had always admired their bond but knew Tamako only had eyes for Mochizo. She kept her feelings to herself. After class, Mochizo invited Tamako to the riverside where they used to play. Oblivious, she thought he was up to his old tricks. A gentle breeze passed, and looking at her, he knew he'd regret staying silent. He grabbed her hand and confessed, "I like you." Startled, Tamako slipped and fell into the river, then ran home in embarrassment, her head filled with his words. She even burned dinner for the first time. Mochizo felt guilty that his confession might ruin everything. At school they became awkward, avoiding each other but still sharing silent glances. Midori noticed and reminded Tamako not to run from problems. On the way home, Tamako decided to face things but still panicked when she saw him, grabbing a meat bun and running off chewing. That night, they bumped into each other again at the bathhouse. Mochizo's confession overwhelmed Tamako. Her dad noticed and told her to take a break. She wandered around, and the warmth of their friendly neighbors lifted her spirits. Looking at Mochizo's house, she resolved to change things. She started coming to school early to practice dance, but progress was slow, so she asked Midori for help. Meanwhile, Mochizo also suffered, watching her from afar, asking about her, and visiting the river late at night. One night, Mochizo saw an ambulance outside Tamako's home. Her grandpa had a food blockage. Mochizo went with her to the hospital. While taking turns watching over him, they still avoided talking but kept stealing glances. Tamako talked to her friends, who encouraged her to accidentally bump into Mochizo in the hallway mentions him, or talk face to face, but she was too shy each time. One night, she talked with her sister and heard a recording from their mom to their dad. Her mom had also once run away scared, but later gathered the courage to chase her love. Inspired, Tamako pulled herself together. On the day of the school performance, she finally caught the magical baton that had always slipped her grip, and with it, found clarity about her feelings. That night, Midori called to say school would be cancelled the next day due to the flu and asked Tamako to inform Mochizo. Tamako saw it as a chance to explain things and asked his mom for the cup phone. Mochizo, watching Tamako's videos, wanted to delete them but couldn't bring himself to do it. The next day, Tamako waited at school but didn't see him. Midori rushed in to say Mochizo was transferring to a Tokyo school and was on the 9 a.m. bullet train. She urged Tamako to hurry. This might be her last chance. It was all Midori's plan. She didn't want their story to end. Tamako dashed out, racing to the station. She arrived just in time, but had no idea how to find him. As the train pulled in, she spotted him, called out his name, and ran over, tears in her eyes. She asked why he was leaving alone but couldn't find the right words. Remembering the cup phone, she threw both ends to him. Mochizo threw one back. Tamako focused, recalling how she caught the baton. And this time, she caught it. Through the phone, she finally spoke her heart. True love takes time, just like mochi needs pounding to bring out its flavor, but youth is impatient. It can't even wait for sugar to melt in a cup. The bitterness of regret is a reminder of the past, one that eventually sweetens into the taste of coffee. Love is a game for the brave. It's rare to meet and fall in love, so if you like someone, confess. If you love someone, chase them, because the greatest regret is missing your chance.